I'm Mike with The Wandering Wolf, and this is Death Valley. Death Valley, over 5,000 square miles of desert, mountains, and trails to explore. As one of the hottest places on Earth, this national park is just as dangerous as it is beautiful. In this video, we're going to take you on our 2-day tour through Death Valley, stopping at some of the most amazing places in the entire park. We'll also give you a few tips along the way that can make your time here even better. Starting off with how to get there. We are on the road, super excited. We have been stuck at home for a while, so getting out on the road and doing another trip this feels really great. We got our RV today. We're running a little bit behind, but that's all right. We're en route right now, got this Las Vegas traffic, and really excited to get out here. We're on our way to Death Valley right now, and just having fun. We're gonna catch the sunset out in Death Valley, explore a little bit if we have time. Right now we're just enjoying this. We're in our house for the next 2 weeks, which is pretty cool. But after a 2-hour drive in that RV, we were ready to stretch out for a while. Thankfully, Space Station RV Park was ready and waiting for us when we got there. Checking in and getting hooked up were fairly painless. Before we knew it, it was time to get up and get going.
Good morning.
Headed to Death Valley. Should be a nice 114 today, just over these hills behind us.
Yeah. And I think we're going to go see about 7 different sites today, so it should be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, doing a whole bunch. And like you said, 114 degrees. We're gonna get out there and get sweaty, see some awesome sights, show it all to you today. We're gonna be hiking a bunch of different locations, doing some drives, getting out there in the desert.
Wearing sunscreen,
Gonna be wearing
water.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Cool.
Hey guys, we are here at Death Valley. We've got a big day ahead of us. We're hitting about 7 sites. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's supposed to be really hot today, about 114 degrees. So we're just getting ready for that. Right now it's like 6 in the morning. We're gonna head on into the park and show you what this place is all about. We brought a second, smaller vehicle to make getting around the park a lot easier. This also meant we could leave the RV plugged in back at camp, and it would be nice and cool when we got home. But we had a lot of exploring to do before then, and we were ready. So we are here at our first stop for the day, our first day here in Death Valley, Salt Creek Trail. It's about 10 miles from the entrance of the park. The hike itself is a half mile. That is round trip. And this creek is seasonal. Right now it's summertime, so I don't expect the creek to be flowing or anything like that. But it does support local wildlife and things like that throughout the year. And this little area right here, we're gonna cruise on down and show you guys Salt Creek Trail. Yeah, let's go. So this right here is the Salt Creek. Different parts of the year, there's actually water in here, and as it flows down throughout the valley, it actually gets saltier and saltier. Humans can't drink it, but local wildlife and vegetation actually subsists off the water that runs through here seasonally. And there's a type of fish called pupfish that's actually thrived here for thousands of years, and now live in little oases and thrive throughout the year in different parts of the valley. So this is really great. I'm excited, really excited to be here. The desert is one of my favorite types of places in the world. Thinking that this whole area at one point was just this lush oasis, water and greenery at a certain point is really hard to imagine when you're out here in this type of environment now. But you know, if you take a second and picture it, it's absolutely amazing just how nature works. It's incredible. And now we have a desert here, and it's really cool. So we're leaving Salt Creek Trail. This is a really easy hike. You can do it in about 30 minutes. Easily accessible, wheelchair accessible. There's a boardwalk for the whole trail. A lot of little animal friends made, some enemies as well. Right now we're heading over to Zabriskie Point. Let's get going. And here we are at Zabriskie Point. This is a really easy and doable spot. Getting up to Zabriskie Point, it's like 100 yards from the actual parking lot. That's a really easy thing where you can go out and look over the Badlands. There's a couple other options as well for hiking. If you're coming out here during any certain times of the year, you want to make sure to bring enough water and everything. It gets really hot out here in the summer months. We're gonna head up to the point though, because we got a lot of other places to see today, so we're just gonna get that view for you. See the Badlands out below. So here at Zabriskie Point, and this is probably one of the easiest spots to get to here in Death Valley. Right off the road, 100 yards up, you can come out to this point. You don't have to do the trails. You can come overlook all of it. And extremely easy to get to and come out here, and totally worth it. Like, I'm gonna turn us around here in a second, and the payoff for the work is just absolutely stunning and impressive. So hopefully I'm getting all that, doing it justice. What do you think, Tim?
It looks like Neapolitan ice cream.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Millions of years worth of earthquakes and volcanic explosions transformed this former lake bed into the dramatic shape you see here. But as you can also see, there isn't much in the way of cover out here, and we were getting cooked. So we headed back up to the car and on to our next destination. If you find yourself short on the essentials in Death Valley, there are a couple places to go. Here at the general store, gotta pick up some supplies. The general store at Furnace Creek, for example, has snacks, water, and merch of all kinds, but you will pay a bit more for the convenience. Restocked and re-energized, we were back on the road and feeling good. So guys, we are here at Badwater Basin, and as you can see, this place definitely lives up to its namesake. We are about 282 feet below sea level, and as you can see behind me, this place is just barren. We are well over 100 degrees right now, and the temperatures out here can reach up to 120 degrees and even higher. And I can't believe we're lucky enough to be here. Let's take a look around. So we've seen a lot of different advisories here out in the park about not walking some of these places after 10 a.m. because it gets so hot. Obviously, here's another one. But temperature out here, especially in these months, can get up to 120 degrees. And today, it's projected to get up to about 114. We thought we were getting an early start to the day. It's past 10 right now, and we're definitely feeling the heat. It is so dry out here and just salted. The ground is just crunching underneath my feet. I mean, I can tell that there isn't just a drop of water in anything out here. Look at this. So maybe there is some moisture. That's pretty interesting. When I squish it, it's got moisture in it, but that is definitely all salt. Wow. So we are done with Badwater Basin. We're heading out of here and going on over to Natural Bridge. As you can see, Badwater Basin is right off the road. You can just park here in the parking lot, head on down and get on out here. We went a bit of a ways out. Stunning views, absolutely incredible. Now we're gonna get on over to Natural Bridge and make our way on over to the next stop. Next up was Natural Bridge Trail. Just over a mile long, this canyon hike leads all the way up to the Natural Bridge, a beautiful formation that is just as big around as it is tall. There it is. We're heading up here right now, the Natural Bridge, walking through this big canyon. It's awesome. But Natural Bridge is only part of this trail. There are dry waterfalls all around to check out, and at the very end sits the cathedral. But getting there can be a bit of a challenge. Whew. Coming up this, it is pretty slick rock, but very cool. And here's the reward. Tell you what, man, Death Valley is hot, but full of amazing features, incredible landscapes. And we'll see what we hit up here. I'm sure we could get up that if we wanted to, but that's a 15-foot cliff, which on the map back there signifies the end of the trail. And up to this point, it's been incredible, this part of the hike, Natural Bridge Canyon. But we still got a bunch more to do today, so we're gonna head on back and scoop up Tim, make our way to the parking lot, get on to the next site, which is, you remember? Artists Devil's Golf Course. So that's up next. We made it. Yo, it is hot out here, and we're doing good, but I feel like my soles of my shoes are melting. My feet are so hot, and I don't think I could stress anybody enough. Like, you could do so much here in Death Valley in one day or 2 days, because there's just nobody else doing any of this, and for a good reason. It's because it's so hot. It's ridiculous. So, day one, Death Valley, done quite a bit. I don't know, like 6 different places. We still got quite a bit to do. I think it's almost 3. So we're about to do, we just did Artist's Drive with our C360 camera. We're gonna do it again because we had a smudge on it. And then we're going over to Devil's Golf Course. We're gonna try to knock out a couple more things this evening. And there's, you know, coming here in the summer, it's good and bad. Good, there is nobody else around. You can go to places and it's just gonna be completely dead. Bad, it's 113 degrees out here right now. We are roasted, so you really need to be prepared for that if you're coming out in the summer months. It's so dry that walking up some of these trails, my mouth was just like, felt like all the moisture in it was evaporating, so you just could be drinking water constantly. But Death Valley is amazing because you can hit so many different places just back to back to back. A lot of the different sites here are right off the road, so it makes it really easy to see the actual feature, which is really cool. We're going to do this Artist Drives again and get a clean shot. After one more lap around Artist Drive, our 360 video came out great. You can even check it out by hitting the link in the description below. Then it was off to our final stop for the day, the Devil's Golf Course. So we are here at the Devil's Golf Course. This is a massive area full of salt crystallized formations. Salt is still deposited here over the years through flooding and rainfall. All that comes here and creates the formations that you're seeing right now. This area is really inhospitable terrain, lots of jagged and features and places where you could really hurt yourself. So it's, you know, it's very important when you're coming out here to be really careful, but you can come out here and walk amongst it and check out all these amazing features. Really, really, really cool. And as you can see, it goes on for miles and miles as far as we can see here, in both directions actually. But it looks like you get different patterns depending on what direction you're looking. So as we're looking this way, it's one thing, but as you look out this way, the wind seems to be shaping some of these crystal formations in little ridges and patterns. And as I look this way, not so much, it's all rounded. So you can definitely see the influence of the weather out here and what how it affects the formations. It's really cool. Damn, y'all, we at 117 degrees now. It is blisteringly hot out here.
My calf is sizzling.
I rolled up my pants.
My pants rolled up me.
That never happens. So yeah, it's that hot. It's hot enough to make Timmy roll up his pants. Woo, we getting back in the car and getting out of here. One short drive later, we were back at camp and happy to be there. Our first day was incredible and we were exhausted. So today, up at 4:30, we've been out in Death Valley for we were out there for like 14 hours. got up to about 120 degrees. As you can see, we're all a little beat. And we're gonna wrap it up because we have another day just like this. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
What he said.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Hey guys, good morning. We are at Ubehebe Crater. It's our first stop for the day. Today's day 2. We're gonna walk on down here and check it out. Ubehebe Crater is about a half a mile wide, 500 feet deep, and about 2,000 years old. We're gonna explore this. There's another site just right up here called Little Ubehebe. So we got 2 ancient volcano eruptions to explore today. So we're gonna show you guys all about that. The scale of this crater is kind of hard to tell up at the top, but as we're going down into it, it's massive. We're gonna have quite a hike for ourselves as we come up out of here. So we are now in Ubehebe Crater. We're about 500 feet down. The trail, I would just say be careful coming down here. If you're not like an experienced hiker or whatever, or you're not in the best of shape, probably don't want to come down here. It's quite a ways back up and down. It's a lot further than it looks. So, you know, if you're in relatively good shape, you can do this. Otherwise, I'd recommend just staying up at the top, taking some pictures and video from up there. But this is a half a mile wide that we're in, 500 feet down, in an ancient volcano that's 2,000 years old. This is really cool. We're setting up to get some better shots. After a brutal hike out of the crater and a few minutes to recover, we were off to our next stop on our list, Racetrack Playa. This is where the famous gliding stones live, and one of the places I was most excited to see. So here, one of the gliding stones, and it's kind of hard to see, it's so bright out right now, but it does have a trail that kind of meanders on back here. And feeling and touching the actual, it's like a soft clay out here. This is just me rubbing my hands on it, but it does appear to have moisture in it. So, you know, I don't know what it's like out here at night, but maybe when it's rain or it's rained, this surface allows the gliding of that. Plus the wind feels like it can get pretty strong out here too. This is really cool. These rocks just out here gliding across the clay and sand, leaving these trails and stuff that people have been taking pictures of and talking about for so long. Very, very cool, and absolutely awesome to be out here experiencing this. Gonna see how many of these we can find. About to walk up into this here. Just this little oasis in the middle of nowhere. We'd reached the grandstand, a huge outcropping of lava rocks sitting right in the middle of the lake bed. We weren't really dressed for rock climbing, much less on these sharp, jagged edges, but that wasn't going to stop us. Up here, totally worth it, worth the views, definitely. But this looks like, I'm not like a geologist, but it looks like some of this is shale and some different stuff, and it can cut your hands. You gotta be careful sitting down on it. And as you can see, I'm in a very precarious position here, so probably best to stay to the more stable areas, but you know, we want to get the good shots. So back on solid ground, we took one more look around this incredible place, and then it was time to head off. We had one final stop to make here at Death Valley, and we had definitely saved the best for last. Guys, this amazing landscape that you see behind me here are the Mesquite Sand Dunes. And this goes on for quite a ways. I think it's a mile long in either direction. The sand comes off the mountains that are behind us here and all around us, collects down in this area here, and it just sits here and collects over time. These sand dunes are just getting bigger and bigger, and they kind of change shape. This is absolutely incredible scenery. We're gonna walk around. There's plenty of dunes for us to go up and down and explore in. I'm gonna do that right now. So walking through the Mesquite Sand Dunes out here in Death Valley. This is absolutely incredible. One of my favorite places to go in the world are the desert. I don't know, it's just something about the environment that really is a huge payoff for me. As you can see, heading out this way. And it is just dunes as far as you can see out to those mountains. And we were checking the temperature before we got in the car today, or when we were getting out. It was back up to 118 degrees. Out at the racetrack, it was only 98 degrees. So that's a big jump in an hour. But we're making it and enjoying it. Sand dunes are fun. I took a little spill here doing a shot down the side of a dune. But we're kind of wrapping up here. We're gonna go get some rest. We're coming out back tonight to check this area out with the stars. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit.
What an incredible place to end our trip here in Death Valley. Tomorrow would bring a new adventure in a new place, but for tonight, out here under the open sky, watching shooting stars as they passed, it was nice to take a few moments and appreciate everything we've been able to do here.
This has been an amazing adventure here in Death Valley. And what better way to wrap that up than coming out here and viewing the stars. This is one of the best places in the world to come out and view the night sky. And we're taking that all in and just reminiscing about this whole entire trip, this portion of the trip. It's been amazing. Death Valley is full of wonders. It can be a bit harsh, but absolutely worth it. If you guys taken anything from this video and you have the opportunity to come out here, check it out because this place is amazing. We hope that you enjoyed everything that we've shown you so far, and thank you so much for your support. Remember, if you can, hit that like button, subscribe, and share the video. It really helps us out, helps us to grow. Stay safe and have a great week.
So it's 4-something a.m. Doing a little breakfast and
Good morning.
making these lunches because we're going out, going way out, way out, Death Valley.
Grandstand. One step back. Action.
But right now we're gonna head on over here and what is it?
Grandstand.
A natural bridge of Death Valley. Form 2.7 trillion years.
Hey cousin, show me that fat head. Damn, that's a fat head, cuz. That's one snapper.
Yeah, one snap.
I'm Mike with the Wandering Wolf, and this is
And this is dismal.